Do you know someone who seems to have everything under control with everything sorted in life? They're calm under pressure, they get things done, and somehow life just works for them. Meanwhile, the rest of us are buried in to-do lists, bad habits, and constant stress. And you ask yourself, are they just lucky? Where is the difference? Well, Stephen Covey spent decades studying that difference. And he found that the highly effective people don't just work harder, they live by 7 habits that quietly change everything. Let's dive into his famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Okay, so you've asked us to really get into the core ideas of, well, the book, the one everyone talks about for personal growth.
That's right. And we're aiming to bypass the surface level tips. We want the real operating system here.
Because the mission, as laid out in the book, isn't just about, getting more done. It's deeper.
Exactly. It's what he calls the inside-out approach. The idea that real change, lasting effectiveness, starts with your character, your perspective, before you mess with your actions or environment.
That's a huge distinction, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
so much success literature, especially in the last, 50 years, is focused on the personality ethic.
Totally. Quick fixes, social image, communication techniques, how to look good, how to influence people quickly.
But the book argues that's, kind of hollow.
Or at least unsustainable. The argument is that genuine success needs the character ethic. Things like integrity, humility, courage, patience, these deep internal values.
Right, because if you try to use those personality techniques without the character to back it up.
People see right through it. It feels fake, maybe even manipulative. You can't, fake trust long term.
Okay, so if we accept that premise character first,
Yeah.
how does the book structure this journey?
It's laid out as a progression. He calls it the maturity continuum. You start at dependence, relying on others.
Like childhood, maybe.
Yeah, or just needing external validation. Then you move to independence, mastering yourself. That's the private victory.
Habits 1, 2, and 3.
Correct. And only then can you effectively reach interdependence, working successfully with others. That's the public victory, habits 4, 5, 6. And it's all wrapped up in habit 7, renewal.
Got it. And there's this core principle running through everything, the goose and the golden egg.
Ah, yes. The PPC balance, crucial concept.
Break that down for us. P and PC.
Okay, so P is production. That's the golden egg. The results you want, the profits, the finished project, whatever.
The outcome.
Exactly. And PC is production capacity. That's the goose. It's the asset, the resource, the ability that produces the result. Could be your health, a key relationship, a piece of equipment.
And the balance part.
Is that you need both. If you focus only on P just getting those golden eggs now, and you neglect PC, you don't feed the goose.
Eventually, no more goose, no more eggs.
Precisely. Effectiveness requires maintaining that balance. Investing in your capacity is what sustains long-term production.
Okay, that framework makes a lot of sense. Let's dive into the private victory then. Moving towards independence. Habit 1, be proactive.
Right. This is fundamental. It's about recognizing we have the power to choose our response. He calls it responsibility.
The ability to respond, not just react.
Exactly. Reactive people are driven by feelings, by circumstances, by conditions. The traffic made me late, my boss makes me mad.
Whereas proactive people,
They subordinate feelings to values. They choose their response based on principles. They own their actions.
the Viktor Frankl story he uses is incredibly powerful here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. A Holocaust survivor in the most unimaginable conditions, realizing that even though they controlled his environment, his body, they couldn't control his choice of attitude, his internal freedom.
Wow, that really drives it home. It's our decisions, not our conditions.
And a practical way this shows up is in our focus. Reactive people focus on their circle of concern, all the things they worry about but can't control. Politics, the economy, other people's mistakes.
Wasted energy.
Totally.
Yeah.
Proactive people focus their energy on their circle of influence, the things they can actually do something about, their own work, their attitude, their relationships.
And interestingly, focusing on your circle of influence often makes it expand over time.
That's the idea. And there's this profound insight about love, too, isn't there?
Yeah, that love isn't just a feeling that happens to you.
Right. It's a verb. It's something you do. You choose to listen, to sacrifice, to appreciate. Even when the feeling isn't there, you act lovingly.
And the feeling often follows the action. Powerful stuff. Okay, that proactive foundation leads into habit 2. Begin with the end in mind.
Yes. This is the first creation, the mental creation. The idea is that everything is created twice. First in the mind, then in reality.
Like a blueprint before a building.
Exactly. And this is where leadership comes in, distinct from management.
The ladder analogy.
Right. Leadership is asking, is this ladder leaning against the right wall? Are we pursuing the right goals? Management is just, how efficiently can we climb this ladder?
You could be climbing really fast up the wrong ladder, ending up in the wrong jungle, as he says.
Totally lost, but very efficiently. So habit 2 is about defining that right wall. What truly matters to you?
And the main tool for this is the personal mission statement.
Yes, your personal constitution. Based on principles, not shifting circumstances, it becomes your center, providing security, guidance, wisdom, and power.
It's not just a fluffy statement, it's meant to be a practical guide for decisions.
Absolutely. And he suggests using visualization, really seeing yourself living out that mission to help internalize it, to kind of re-script yourself.
Okay, so we're proactive. Habit 1, we know our destination. Habit 2. Now, habit 3, put first things first. This sounds like execution.
It is. It's the second creation, the physical creation. It's managing yourself day to day to live according to habits 1 and 2. It's about exercising independent will.
And the key tool here is the time management matrix. Urgent versus important.
Right. We all know quadrant 1. Urgent and important. Crises, deadlines. We have to deal with those.
In quadrant 3, urgent but not important. Interruptions, some meetings, other people's minor issues.
The deceptive ones. They feel important because they're urgent, but they don't contribute to our core goals. Quadrant 4 is just waste.
So the goal is quadrant 2. Important, not urgent.
That's the heart of effective personal management. Planning, relationship building, exercise, learning, prevention, PC activities.
The stuff that prevents crises and leads to long-term success, but rarely shouts for attention right now.
Exactly. And the challenge is, how do you make time for quadrant 2 when quadrants 2 and 3 are constantly screaming at you?
You need discipline.
You need to say no, but not just any no. You need a bigger yes burning inside. That yes is your mission, your values from habit 2. It gives you the perspective and courage to decline unimportant things.
And part of this is also effective delegation, right? Not just dumping tasks.
Oh, huge. Moving from go for delegation, do it this way, which is low trust and micromanaging.
To stewardship delegation.
Yeah.
Focusing on the desired results, giving people responsibility and accountability, and trusting them with the method. Much higher leverage.
Much higher trust, much better results long term.
Okay, so mastering habits 1, 2, and 3 gives us the private victory. We're independent. Why is this essential before moving to teamwork, the public victory?
Because fundamentally, interdependence requires trust. And you can't build lasting trust with others if you haven't built trust in yourself, if you aren't reliable, principled, proactive.
You can't give what you don't have.
Pretty much. If you're insecure, needy, reactive, dependent, your attempts at collaboration will likely be flawed, maybe manipulative, maybe win-lose focused.
Which leads us perfectly to the foundation for habits 4, 5, and 6, the emotional bank account.
Yes, the EBA. Such a useful metaphor. It represents the amount of trust built up in a relationship.
Deposits are things like courtesy, keeping promises, apologizing sincerely, understanding the other person.
Exactly. And withdrawals are, well, being unkind, breaking commitments, misunderstanding, acting arrogantly.
And if the balance is high?
Communication is easy, open, forgiving. You can make mistakes, have disagreements, and the relationship withstands it because there's a reserve of trust.
But if the balance is low or overdrawn?
Every interaction is tense. Everything you say gets filtered through suspicion and defensiveness. It's incredibly inefficient.
So building that EBA is crucial for interdependence. Which brings us to habit 4. Think win-win.
This is about seeking mutual benefit in all human interactions. Seeing life as a cooperative arena, not always competitive. It's looking for that third alternative, a solution better than what either party proposed initially.
But that sounds idealistic sometimes. What if the other person is clearly playing win-lose?
That's where character strength comes in again. It requires what he calls the abundance mentality.
Explain that.
It's the deep-seated belief that there is plenty out there for everybody. Plenty of success, credit, recognition, resources. You don't see someone else's success as taking away from your own.
Contrasted with the scarcity mentality,
which sees life as a fixed pie. If you get a big slice, there's less for me. It breeds comparison, competition, zero-sum thinking. Win-win really requires that abundance view.
And the book mentions different paradigms, win-lose, lose, win-lose, lose, but suggests that sometimes the best option is win-win or no deal.
Absolutely, especially in new relationships or negotiations. If you genuinely can't find a solution that benefits both parties and aligns with your values, agreeing to disagree respectfully and walk away, no deal often preserves the relationship and your integrity better than forcing a bad compromise.
Okay, so we have the high EBA, the win-win intention. Habit 5 seems critical for actually achieving it. Seek first to understand, then to be understood.
The communication habit, and probably the one most people think they do, but often don't. It's diagnosis before prescription.
We tend to listen with the intent to reply, right? Not truly understand.
Exactly. We filter everything through our own autobiography, our own experiences. He identifies 4 common ways we do this instead of truly listening: evaluating, judging, probing, interrogating from our agenda, advising, jumping to solutions, and interpreting, analyzing motives based on our own.
All about us, not them.
Right. Empathic listening is different. It's listening with the intent to understand the other person's frame of reference, their feelings, their perspective. It takes real security and courage, habits 1 to 3, because you have to be open to being influenced yourself.
And when you do that, you give the other person psychological air.
Beautiful phrase, isn't it? They feel heard, validated, safe. Only then have you earned the right to move to the second part, then to be understood.
And when you do present your side, it's more effective.
Yes, because you're building on ethos. Your credibility, your character, pathos, your connection and understanding of them, and finally logos, the logic of your point. You've earned the hearing.
So, high trust, EBA, habit 4, plus deep understanding, habit 5, leads to habit 6, synergize.
Yes, creative cooperation. This is where 1 + 1 = 3 or 10 or 100.
It's about valuing differences.
Precisely, not just tolerating differences, but actively seeking them out and valuing them as opportunities. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts because the relationship leverages those different perspectives to create something new, something better than any individual could have come up with alone.
He uses that classic image, the one that looks like an old woman or a young lady, depending on how you see it.
Perfect illustration. 2 people can look at the same thing and see entirely different realities. Synergy happens when they respect both perceptions and build on them.
If 2 people have the same opinion, one is unnecessary.
Exactly, but this requires high trust, EBA, and genuine understanding, habit 5. Insecure people often feel threatened by differences. They want conformity, which kills synergy.
It really ties everything together. You need the private victory to have the security and the public victory habits to build the trust and understanding for true synergy.
Absolutely. Which leads us finally to the habit that makes all the others sustainable. Habit 7, sharpen the saw.
Continuous improvement.
Renewal.
Yes, it's about preserving and enhancing your greatest asset, you. It's the ultimate quadrant 2 activity because it impacts everything else. Neglect renewal and the whole system eventually breaks down.
And it needs to be balanced across 4 dimensions.
Correct. First, physical. Exercise, nutrition, stress management, taking care of your body. This obviously reinforces habit 1, your proactivity and energy.
Second, spiritual. Connecting with your core values, reviewing your mission statement, meditation, time in nature. Whatever renews your spirit.
This links back strongly to habit 2, beginning with the end in mind, keeping your purpose clear. Remember Martin Luther's quote, "I have so much to do today, I'll need to spend another hour on my knees." Investing in the spiritual fuels everything else.
Third, mental. Continuous learning, reading, writing, planning, visualizing. Keeping your mind sharp and expanding.
This directly supports habit 3, putting first things first, effective planning and organizing. It also means consciously limiting things that dull the mind, like maybe excessive TV.
And fourth, the social-emotional dimension.
Which is essentially practicing habits 4, 5, and 6 in your daily interactions. Making consistent deposits in the EBAs of key relationships, seeking win-win, understanding others, synergizing. This renews your interpersonal skills and connections.
So sharpen the saw isn't just one habit, it's the habit of regularly engaging in activities that renew you in all these areas.
And doing it creates an upward spiral. Each loop through the habits, learning, committing, doing, happens on a higher plane because you're constantly renewing your capacity.
It really brings it full circle. The whole journey of the book is about realizing that real change, effective change, starts from the inside out.
You have to change your perception, your paradigm, your character first. That's where the real leverage is.
You gain power over circumstances, not by trying to control everything externally, but by mastering yourself internally, by being different, more proactive, more principled, more understanding, more balanced.
That's the core message. The character foundation gives you the freedom and the true ability the responsibility to act effectively in the world.
So, a final thought for everyone listening, drawing directly from Habit 7. What's one Quadrant 2 activity, something important for your renewal, but maybe not screamingly urgent that you can commit to doing consistently, maybe even daily, starting this week?
Could be physical, mental, spiritual, social, emotional. Just pick one small thing. That consistent investment in your PC, your goose. That's the starting point for everything else.
I hope you liked this video and learned something from it. For more such videos, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. See you soon in the next video. Stay tuned.